When your team shows up for the Hall of Fame game, expectations are always mixed. It's a preseason battle, sure, with backups taking the field. But one thing never changes: the drive to compete, to improve, and above all, to protect the football. Unfortunately for the Detroit Lions, Thursday night's 2025 Hall of Fame game against the Los Angeles Chargers turned into a lesson in what not to do. Frustrating 34-7 loss to the Chargers. A game marked by turnovers, missed opportunities, and plenty of questions as the regular season looms. Head coach Dan Campbell didn't hold back his disappointment, calling out his team's sloppy play. So what went wrong? And what can we expect moving forward? Stick around, hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below, because this one is worth digging into. It all started from the very first snap, or rather, from the opening kickoff. The Lions fumbled the kickoff right out of the gate. That set a tone, one that would only spiral further downhill. By the time the final whistle blew, Detroit had turned the ball over 5 times in total, 3 interceptions from the quarterback position, and 2 costly errors on special teams. Turnovers kill momentum in football, especially in preseason games, where reps and rhythm are key for players fighting for roster spots. And Coach Campbell made it crystal clear: giveaways won't be tolerated at any level, whether it's starters or backups. You want to win the game. You also want to play really well, you know? And we didn't do that, Campbell said after the game. So that's the frustrating part of it. But here's the thing: Campbell didn't throw his team under the bus. Instead, he emphasized learning from the film, coaching the mistakes, and coming back stronger next week. We're going to be able to coach off of this tape and help some of these guys get better, he said, and that'll serve us well. This mindset, focusing on growth, accountability, and adjustment, is vital during the preseason. But the turnover numbers are tough to ignore. 5 giveaways and 0 takeaways? That's a recipe for disaster. On defense, the Lions struggled to generate any pressure or create turnovers, which put their offense in a difficult spot time and time again. Every time the Chargers got the ball, they found ways to exploit Detroit's mistakes, eventually cruising to a dominant 34-7 victory. Special teams also deserve their share of the criticism. That opening kickoff fumble is a glaring mistake and a momentum killer. Special teams play often gets overlooked, but games can hinge on these moments. A fumble on kickoff not only gives the opponent prime field position, but also shakes the confidence of your entire unit. So what does this mean for the Lions as the regular season approaches? Coach Campbell made it clear that ball security has to be non-negotiable. If you're wearing Lions gear, you've got to take care of the ball, or it's going to be hard to keep you around, he said bluntly. In other words, turnovers won't just hurt the team. They could cost players their jobs. That's a powerful message going forward. While this game primarily featured backups, some players stood out positively despite the rough overall performance. The offensive line struggled at times, contributing to hurried throws and errant passes that led to interceptions. The quarterbacks, pressed into action, had moments of both promise and poor decision-making. It's a delicate balance in the preseason, developing chemistry while also showing coaches why you belong on the roster. For young quarterbacks especially, this game was a reminder of how quickly things can go wrong when turnovers pile up. Campbell's frankness about the performance shows how high the stakes are, even in games that don't count in the standings. The defense, often the backbone of any winning team, couldn't create takeaways or key stops when needed. 5 turnovers on the offensive and special team side, 0 takeaways on defense. That kind of imbalance leaves a team vulnerable. Special teams errors compounded the problem, underscoring the need for sharper focus and execution in all phases of the game. It's still early in the preseason. The Lions have time to regroup, refocus, and tighten up the mistakes that cost them dearly in this game. Dan Campbell's commitment to learning from the loss and coaching up the players is the right approach. For fans, this game might sting, but it's also a wake-up call that the team must get sharper, especially when it comes to protecting the football. Next week's game will be critical to see how this team responds. Will they bounce back with cleaner execution and fewer turnovers? Will the backups seize their chances and show they deserve to be on the roster? These questions are already on every Lions fan's mind. If you're a Lions fan, what did you think of this performance? Are you worried about the turnover problems? Or do you believe Coach Campbell's approach will get the team back on track? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe for more NFL analysis every week. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Share this with your fellow football fans to keep the conversation going. The Hall of Fame game is just the start of the grind. For the Detroit Lions, it was a frustrating reminder that mistakes matter, no matter who's on the field. But with the right mindset, hard work, and a focus on ball security, there's still plenty of football left to be played and a chance to turn things around. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay focused, stay passionate, and keep loving the game.